Good morning, y'all. It's a beautiful day and we're going backpacking. So we're back at Mount Charleston, but this time we're gonna do the North Loop. And the last video I made was the South Loop, and I also did it in a day. So this one will be backpacking, and I'll probably summit today and then hike down a mile or two until I can find a good spot to set up camp. Or maybe I could camp at the top, but it's definitely gonna be really windy. It's about 70 degrees, but the sun's out and I'm carrying my pack, so I'm still sweating a lot. And as you can tell, I'm out of breath. But my pack is definitely way too heavy, but I like to be over prepared than under prepared. I have probably 5 liters of water, which is definitely overkill. You could probably get by with 3.5 to 4. This will be about 21 miles, and yeah, 70 degrees is about 20 C. And my pack is like 23 pounds, which is about 10 or 11 kilograms. Okay, this pack is feeling really heavy. I might be overprepared. Maybe I just need to drink more water and make it lighter. I think I'll try to do 2 miles, which usually takes about an hour, like 50 minutes to an hour if I'm cooking it, and then take a break. I think I'm probably like 30 minutes in. 10 miles to the top. We'll take a lunch break up there maybe, and then find a spot to camp. There's a lot of people on this trail, which is good. You know, I like people getting out into nature and exercising, but no one has a backpack like me. They all have day packs, so there'll be less competition for good backpacking spots, because this trail, there is no designated backpacking spots. So like even on the website, it doesn't say much about backpacking. So you don't need a permit. But yeah, no one with a big pack. So there should be spots that other people have stayed at, because I know from all trails there is a lot of people do backpack here. I haven't seen anyone today, but maybe I started at 10 a.m. so maybe everyone started earlier so they can take their time. Like if I go 5 miles, or if I go 2 miles an hour and I take breaks, it'll take me about 6 or 7 hours to summit. And I started at 10, so I should finish around 5. That's a pretty good view right there. I think the bag got fluffy because of the altitude. So that's cool. This pack is definitely heavy, so I am breathing pretty hard. But this trail is beautiful. Like, look at this. That's sick. And look at this little bluff right here. That's not the peak, but I think there is a trail up there. So I'm doing North Loop Trail, but I realized there's Mummy Springs Trail. So I thought there was no water, but if this is a real spring, then I could have carried way less water with me and I could have filled up here. So that would have made it a lot easier. So always do your research. Yeah, that would have been nice to know, but we'll keep heading on this way. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I think this over here, that's Fletcher Peak, which is definitely a really cool peak. But we're going to Charleston Peak, which is about 14,000 feet. No, about 12,000 feet above sea level. And we start at about 7,000, give or take. So that means I'll be going up about 1 mile or 1 mile or about 2 kilometers up in elevation. Here's lunch. It's kind of an early lunch. I'm only 3.5 miles in, but I don't know why I didn't have a big breakfast. That definitely would have helped, like just with feeling, fueled up. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this food and then we'll head back on the trail. This one's actually pretty good, pasta and beans with tuna, so It's like 200 calories, but definitely pretty good. But the only thing is, I've forgotten a spoon. I've never been the one, like, whenever I've been backpacking with my dad, he's always the one who forgets a spoon, or my brother. I never forget a spoon, but now I did. And I did remember to bring one because I took out the spoons, the forks that I had, but they were metal. I don't know why the last time I brought metal forks, which is dumb. But I was gonna put one in, but I guess I didn't, and I thought I might have already had a plastic fork in there. So this sucks. I'm gonna have to find like a good stick to see if I can use that as a spoon, because what I'm making for dinner later is definitely gonna require some utensils for it to be somewhat enjoyable to eat. Also gonna have one of these peaches cup. I'm pretty sure that's the peak right there. I think I see a flag or maybe people up there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the peak, so we got a good ways to go. What the heck? Explosives may be found. Okay, I guess I gotta look out for explosives. That's kind of crazy. I'm definitely tired. I also forgot to mention that I did a 4-mile run yesterday, so my legs are just a little bit sore. Yeah, I just set up my sleeping pad here. I think I might take a nap. Mountains over there. That seems really far, but it's probably not as far as it looks. My parents told me to not do this, but that's where I want to sit. So we're going way up there. Should be like a mile, mile and a half. I'm about a half mile or less away from the peak, and I just found this good spot. A good spot to camp, nice and flat. It is like kind of next to the trail, but that's not really a big deal. People are passing by, I don't really mind. But that is definitely a view. That would be nice to wake up to, for sure. But I'm definitely pretty tired. Whoa, that was a bee. Don't sting me. Oh. He didn't sting me, but I thought he was gonna because I tried to smack him. Okay. He didn't leave me alone. I'm not a flower, dude. But so I brought these loaded baked potatoes. This sounds really good right now, so I think I'm gonna make this for a late lunch. Also, I don't have a spoon, but this is a tent stake, and it actually kind of works. I cleaned it off first. It is getting pretty cold, but the sun is like coming and going. There's always seems to be a cloud, so I'm gonna put on this hoodie. Forgot to record me setting up the tent, but you guys seen that before, so not a big deal. Here's the view. So it's about 4:30. I've been kind of just hanging out, like resting, stretching, because I'm definitely really going to be really sore tomorrow. So I have rice, pilaf, garlic and herb. This should be pretty good. And then I also have Parmesan nor rice pasta sides. It's like a fettuccine. So I need to figure out which to make first. This has to boil for or simmer for like 20 minutes. So that kind of sucks, but it should be good. And then this Parmesan takes oil for 7 minutes. I think I'll make this pasta first. Put a little bit too much water, but that's okay. The tent stake is not nearly as good at picking up the pasta. Also made some rice. The sun is setting, and I'll enjoy some of this rice. It's about bedtime. It's only like 7:30, but I'm kind of tired, so I'm gonna see about sleeping. And I might wake up real early. If it's like 3 a.m., then I'm just gonna get up, and hopefully there's some moonlight out, because I did not bring a headlamp. And then I'll make coffee and oatmeal. Nice. Good night. Good morning, y'all. Can you see me? Just barely. So I woke up at about 4 a.m. and it was still, like, the moon is out, so it's pretty bright, but you guys still can't see me. So I just tried to rest and kill time. So it's probably about 5 a.m. now, but it's still dark out besides the moon. So I'm just making some coffee. You should be able to see the fire. Yeah, making some coffee. Yeah, I'll enjoy that, and oatmeal. The oatmeal should be pretty good. I might turn on my phone. My phone battery is pretty low, so I don't want to risk it, but I might turn on my flashlight just so you guys can see. Unless the sun decides to start. Alrighty, that was definitely a really cool experience. Very cathartic. First time going solo backpacking. So I'm always gone with my brother or my father. But it was cool going solo. Still fun. Yeah, I woke up at like 4 a.m. I was having a lot of trouble falling asleep, so I was in bed from like 7 to 9, just like sitting there thinking about life. Yeah, and then I rested till 5 a.m. and then I started making breakfast. So I made oatmeal and coffee, and that was really good. I couldn't record it because it was like way too dark still. But once I started hiking, then the sun started coming up, and I took a break just to watch the sunrise for like 10 minutes. And that was really cool. It was like a perfect gradient. Yeah, I'll show the pictures. But other than that, definitely a good experience. It didn't go to plan. I was gonna do Charleston Peak, but change of plans, but that's okay. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video.